K9SMA, this is K9RMR. Good evening.
Didn't get a chance to go to the net last night. I had something that came up, and I'll be able to go to the next one for sure. But how's your evening going?
Oh, it's going pretty good. Can't complain.
SMH, standing by.
KD9SMA, K9RMR. You were the one that was at the Zoom meeting that one time, right?
Clear. Yeah, I was at the Zoom meeting. I just got my technician's ticket the other night on 420, and haven't had a chance to get on here too much. Be able to transmit a little bit.
Okay, I remember you were on that Zoom meeting, and I was thinking about, and I think I remember. Remember who you were. Did you take a welding class at Ivy Tech, say 2005?
I thought the same thing of you when I know that guy, and so I put two and two together too, and figured out that you were my welding instructor.
Well, after that Zoom meeting, I'm like, I know this guy from somewhere. I didn't remember your name, but I was like, I know I've seen. I mean, of course, like I said, it's been what, 2004 or 5 or 6, somewhere in there. So it had been in probably 15 years. But I was like, yeah, I know this guy from somewhere. And I got to thinking. I said, I think that's the guy from the welding class. So. Well, good to talk to you, and I'm glad you got your ticket there. And the net's going to start here in about 8 minutes. So good to hear you on there. Glad to see you got your radio, and you're good to go.
Clear, Randall. It was nice talking to you, and 70 degrees. This is KD9SMH.
Okay, I got the SMA, so it's SMH. Okay, KD9SMH. Okay, well, this is K9RMR, and I'll talk to you later. 73.
PM.
Calling all stations to the BC Aries Net. This is K9JAJ. Are there any stations holding emergency or priority traffic at this time? If so, please call now. Are there any stations with routine or non-emergency traffic? If so, please call. The BC Aries Net is held each Wednesday evening at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the W9ALQ repeater located here in Columbus, Indiana. This repeater operates on a frequency of 146.790 megahertz with a negative offset and a PL tone of 103.5 hertz. The purpose of this net is to serve as a training function for the Bartholomew County Amateur Radio Emergency Service to promote communications readiness, to facilitate formal traffic handling, and to exchange information regarding Aries and other ham radio related activities in Bartholomew and surrounding counties. Membership in the Aries organization is not required to participate in the net, and all licensed stations are welcome to check in. This is a directed net, and all transmissions are to be directed through the net control station at all times. Again, this is K9JAJ. I will be your net control station tonight. My name is Jeff, and I'm located here in Columbus in Bartholomew County. At this time, do we have any announcements for the net?
Whiskey 9, Delta Bravo Alpha, W9 DBA. This is Scott over in Bean Blossom, Brown County. I have an announcement.
Net control acknowledging W9 DBA with one announcement. Do we have any additional announcements to list at this time? Please call.
Jeff, the Brown County ARES net is Thursday evening at 7:30 p.m. on the Brown County repeater, 147.300, PL tone of 136.5. All amateur radio operators in Brown and surrounding counties are welcome and encouraged to participate. This is W9DBA, back to net control.
W9DBA, thank you for your announcement. Stand by and we'll continue forward and take some comments later. We'll now begin taking station check-ins. Station check-ins are taken according to call sign suffix. By alphabetical order, please check in by stating your full call sign using plain English, followed by standard ITU phonetics, and then include your name and your county. At this time, I will take check-ins from stations with call sign suffixes Alpha through Lima. Alpha through Lima only. Please call K9JAJ.
This is KG9DK, that's Kilo Golf 9er Delta Kilo. The name's John, and location in Bartholomew County.
Net control acknowledging Kilo Golf 9er Delta Kilo. Good evening, John. Thank you for your check-in. Any other stations with call sign suffixes Alpha through Lima, please call.
KC9AAO, Kilo Charlie 9 Alpha, Alpha Oscar Craig, Bartholomew.
9er Alpha Alpha Oscar, good evening, Greg. Anyone else, Alpha through Lima? One last time. Suffix is Mike through Zulu. That's Mike through Zulu only, please call.
Kilo Alpha 9, Oscar Papa Lima, KA9 OPL, Joe, Bartholomew County, good evening.
Kilo 9 Romeo Mike Romeo, repeat, K9RMR, Randall and Rueff, Taylorsville, Bartholomew County. Good evening, Jeff, and everybody else on the net this evening.
9 Whiskey, David, Lawrence County, no comments.
Acknowledging the following K89OPL. Good evening, Joe. Also K9RMR. Good evening, Randall. And NT9W, David in Lawrence County with no comments. Anyone else wishing to check in tonight to the Bartholomew County Aries Net? I'll take check-ins from the whole alphabet, Alpha through Zulu, any station, anywhere. Please call Net Control K9JAJ.
This is KD9SMH, Kilo Delta Sierra, Mike Hotel, Bartholomew County, Chris.
Net Control acknowledging Kilo Delta 9er Sierra Mike Hotel. That's KD9SMH. Good evening, Chris. First time attendee to the BC Aries Net. Recent recipient of his technician class license. Welcome, Chris. We're happy to have you with us. Please stand by. Anyone else wishing to check in, call now, please. Open carrier there. Is someone else trying to check in? So please try again. Stop it there and go back to the top of the list and pick up some comments. First up, W9DBA came to us with an announcement. Anything additional, Scott? Good evening.
Well, got wet over here in Brown County today. I chose the unlucky time to take recycle and stood in the hardest part of the rain we got today outside my Jeep putting stuff in the right bin. So that was pretty exciting. As soon as I got done, it quit raining. As soon as I got in the Jeep, I couldn't believe it. So anyway, I dried out. I don't think I shrank too much. At least I haven't taken my belt in any notches, but I can always hope for that. So, that's all I've got. I'm going to turn it back to you, Jeff. Thanks for running the net. This is W9DBA.
All right, Scott, thanks for being here. Thanks for bringing your announcement, as always. And yeah, Mother Nature has a way of playing tricks on us from time to time, but glad you got dried up. We'll break with you and check in with John here in Bartholomew County, KG9DK. Good evening, John. Any comments for us?
This is KG9DK. Good evening, Jeff, and everyone else on the net. I don't have a whole lot. I've been wrestling with some internet issues with a company that I just can't seem to be successful at getting a hold of their tech support or getting to my locating my log into my bill page. I used to be able to do it, but something's changed. It's probably me, but you know how it is wrestling with an internet issue. Sometimes you go around in circles. That's about it. Not a radio-related issue, at least not yet, but that's been what I've been doing, plus enjoying the nice spring weather. So this is KG9DK, back to net control.
KG9DK, K9JJ. Okay, John, well, best of luck to you. Hope you get that squared away. Yeah, it can be quite aggravating dealing with companies that just don't seem to care. Can't get a hold of them, or they don't call you back when they're supposed to, or they don't show up when they tell you they're gonna. But hopefully you'll get that fixed up here real soon. We'll break with you and check in with Greg, KC9AAO. Good evening, Greg. It's been a while since I got to talk to you. How you doing over there?
Back porch, listening to everybody hear what they have to say tonight. Back to you, KC9AAO.
All right, Greg, KC9AAO. I think you got doubled there by the repeater ID, but I ascertained that you're out on the back porch listening to everyone's comments tonight, but that's about all I was able to get out of that. But thanks for stopping by, and hope you're doing well. And if you talk to N9 or N9MZ, tell them I said howdy. We'll break with you and go down to KA9OPL. Good evening, Joe. How's Joe doing?
Well, good evening, Jeff, and everyone else on the net. K9OPL. Joe's doing fine this evening. Been very busy at work, although this week I'm taking Friday off. Spend some time with Leah and get out a little bit. And we've got an anniversary coming up this weekend, so we're going to make it a 3-day weekend. And I'm looking forward to that. Also looking forward to being out of the office for a day because I worked about 55, 56 hours last week, so I'm about ready for a day off. So that's going to be good. It'll be fun to have a quiet weekend and a little relaxation with the wife. Everyone have a good week ahead and look forward to the next net. Of course, tomorrow night we do have the statewide D-Star net for anybody who wants to join that at 8 p.m. on 24 Bravo. I'm planning on being net control as far as I know. So anyone who does do that, look forward to hearing you tomorrow night. Turn it back to you, Jeff, and everyone. Have a good week. K9OPL, back to net control.
AJ, wishing you and Leah a happy anniversary. That's great to hear, Joe. Also, thanks for helping out with the net on a every other week basis. Appreciate that. And hope you you have a relaxing couple of days off there. Enjoy yourself. My best to you and the missus. We'll break with you and check in with Mr. Taylorsville, K9RMR. Randall, you're up. Your comments, please.
Well, good evening, Jeff, and everybody on the net. First of all, I want to say congratulations to Chris, KD9SMH, for getting his license. That's kind of cool. Talked to him a little bit before the net, and he was on the Zoom meeting last time, and I kept looking at him, and I'm like, I know this guy from somewhere. Turns out, back in 2005, I taught welding at Ivy Tech for 2.5 years. Around 2004, 2005, 2006. And it turns out, back in probably around 2005, Chris was one of my welding students. So I eventually, thinking, like I said, after that last Zoom meeting, was like, I know this guy from somewhere, and eventually it kicked in who he was. So that's kind of neat that he's now got a license, and I want to again say congratulations, and hopefully he'll enjoy using it, and I want to say welcome to the community. As far as the new tower, I took Noel's advice and wrapped the ends of the where the sections joined together, and I wrapped them and got them cleaned up, and haven't painted it yet. Probably going to do that the next day or two, but got it cleaned up. It's ready to paint, and like I said, next day or two, hopefully, weather permitting. Of course, it's kind of wet here in Taylorsville, so wasn't able to do it today. But hopefully, plan to do that sometime soon and go from there. Aside from that, not a whole lot going on. Just sitting back, relaxing, having a nice evening on the radio. And with that, I'll send it back to you, Jeff. Back to net control.
K9RMR, this is K9JJ. Fine business there, Randall. Glad to hear that the tower project is moving along. Sounds like rather well. Glad you got the help you needed, and hopefully, likewise, when it's time to put that thing back up in the air. Thanks for checking in this week, as always, and we'll catch you on another net. We're going to break with you and move down the list. NT9W, David in Lawrence County, came in a short time with no comments, so we'll just skip on down to the bottom of the list. I've got K9SMH. That's Christopher. Welcome once again, Chris. Your comments for us, please.
Thank you, Net Control. It was, I that same story that Randall related, I did at my house. I thought, well, I know that fella too, and now that we've communicated, and now that kind of closes the circle. But yes, I've enjoyed thus far what I've been doing on the radio, and I'd like to thank all the people that volunteered to put on the test. I'm going to take my general in June when it comes back to Columbus. And, I like to thank all of them. Kind of a sad note, one of my boyhood heroes passed today. I don't know if you all saw where Michael Collins, the forgotten moon astronaut, passed away today at the age of 90. I send it back to Net Control in 73.
Coming in there okay, and then towards the latter part of your transmission there, you started cutting in and out, and not sure if we missed a whole lot, but got the gist of it. You keep on playing radio, keep getting accustomed to what you're doing, and Just remember when you turn it back to net control to sign off with your call sign as well. Want to keep proper practice procedures and so forth. But again, welcome to the ham community, welcome to the Weekly Net, and glad you're enjoying yourself. This is K9JAJ. We've come to the bottom of our roster this evening so far as I have it. This is the Bartholomew County Aries Net. We meet here every Wednesday evening at this time at 7:30 p.m. If you'd like to join us before we shut things down for the week, please call now.
QPN, Kilo Delta 9, Quebec, Papa, November. Mike, Bartholomew County.
K9RMR, Kilo Delta 9, Romeo, Papa, Bravo, Bruce from Bartholomew County.
K9 CJT, November 9, Charlie, Juliet Tango, mobile.
K9RMR and also N9CJT Mobile. We're going to go to the mobile guy first for his comments. Good evening, Noel. You're on your way back from class.
I don't always hear the net when I get done, but we got done a little early tonight. Good to hear everyone. Kind of interesting that Chris was talking about a boyhood hero. A relative of his was sort of a mentor for me indirectly. I mean, the guy and I had no real relationship, but I don't remember whether it was uncle or second cousin, but anyway, Joe Gill was someone who had a real impact upon me because of the quality of his journalistic honesty back when he was on the Republic staff 40 some odd years ago. N9 CJT back to net control, thanks.
No, little bit of in and out there towards the end, but that's to be expected. Not familiar with the gentleman, but certainly know who Michael Collins was. That was an exciting time for a lot of people back then during the Apollo space missions and so on and so forth. I remember watching many of the broadcasts of the launches from Cape Canaveral and the moon landing, of course, and everything in between. Got a few old newspaper clippings upstairs from various points in the program, up in an old gosh, my brain won't tell me what it is. Those books that you keep when you're saving stuff. But anyway, thanks for checking in, Noel. Get yourself home safe, and we'll catch you again here real soon. Okay, we'll go back up to K9QPN. Good evening, Mike. Any comments for us this evening?
K9JAJ, this is KD9QPN. Good evening, Jeff, everybody on the web. Yeah, a couple comments. First, welcome Christopher, and enjoy the hobby and ask lots of questions. There are people here who will freely give their opinions, which are often worth many times more what you pay for them. So yeah, lots of good advice out there, and even sometimes as you learn what opinions you kind of follow and which ones you just listen and take in, that can be a good source of information too. So lots of good information out there. And then I'd also like to thank the SCI CSG group for putting on the VE testing last week, and grateful to them. I'm pretty sure that had it not been for that group being here in Columbus, that I wouldn't be playing on radios today. So thank you very much. Appreciate all you do for us. And I guess really that's about it. So this is K9QPN, back to net control.
K9QPN, this is K9JJ. Well, Mike, we appreciate the kind words for the VE team here in Columbus. We enjoy doing it. We enjoy getting people licensed, and we enjoy it even more when we hear them on the nets and on the air in general. So glad you're enjoying yourself. And let me ask you this. I believe you inquired with W9MDT about joining that VE team. Did you get the information he emailed out? And I'll ask Bruce the same question.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm going to have to go back and reread the email he sent out the morning after the test to see if it was on that. I'll admit I probably didn't get to the bottom of it because I got an email from FCC at about 2 a.m. saying that my upgrade had gone through, so I didn't read that one. But I will go look, and if I get there quick enough, I'll let you know. K9QPN, back to net control.
All right, Mike. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, there's a link at the bottom of that email that'll take you to the necessary document and so on and so forth. Just you don't got to memorize it. You don't got to know it word for word. It's just some useful information, and the rest is just a matter of filling out a form or two, I believe, and we'll get you started. We'll break with you and drop it down to K9RMR. Good evening, Bruce. Did you get the information needed that you requested?
Good evening, Jeff. This is K9RMR. Yes, I did. I got the email from Mike. It does contain the link down at the bottom, although I haven't had an opportunity to open it up and look at it, but plan to do so in the next day or two. Not really a whole lot going on here. I did sign up last night for D-Star, and today I spent most of the day while I was working listening to it. It's pretty interesting to hear people from pretty much all over the world. I heard somebody from the UK and Scotland today, and it sounded like they were talking like we are right now. It's pretty amazing technology. So looking forward to digging into that a little bit more, trying to figure out how to make a Kenwood 74 last a little longer on the battery. I got about 3/4 through the day, and it finally gave up. So, but I'm going to send it back to you, net control, K9RMR to K9JAJ.
K9RMR, K9JJ. Okay, Bruce. Well, hey, great to hear that you're venturing out there into the digital world, and interesting that you mentioned someone in the UK and Scotland and England, I'm guessing. Too, joined a net earlier this afternoon on my DMR radio, and the net control was located in England, and there was also a check-in from Glasgow, Scotland. So who knows? Maybe it was the same group, but because they were multi-digital mode connected. So. But yeah, it's amazing the clarity that some of these modes can bring to you, and you can really get started. I know that Kenwood D74 is a bit pricey, but this little DMR radio I got was $80, and it was less money than the hotspot I needed to connect to. But it's a lot of fun, and glad you're enjoying it. Okay, we'll break with you. One last call for any additional check-ins before we close down. This is K9JJ with Bartholomew County Aries Net. If you'd like to check in, please call now. Anyone have any further questions, comments, or otherwise? If so, please call. Nothing heard. Well, we had a pretty good-sized net this evening. I appreciate each and every one of you that took time out of your evening to be here this week. Hope everyone has a great rest of the evening and a great rest of the week. And for those of you that are working towards the weekend, enjoy the weekend, rain or shine. This is, before I forget, also want to thank the Columbus Amateur Radio Club for the use of this repeater on the weekly basis. We do appreciate that, as always. This is K9JJ closing the Bartholomew County Aries net right at the top of the hour at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The net is now closed and K9JJ is clear.